Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me this evening. This is Reverend Bryan Rawls with A Magical Journey, and thank you for joining me. Tonight we are going to have a wonderful little chat about the upcoming new moon, which is in 24 degrees Taurus at 7:47 a.m. on May 15th. Then we're also going to be talking about the Pleiadian lineup of 2018, which is on May 15th. And then we are also going to be speaking about the 12 types of spiritual workers or light workers. But before we speak about this, or before we speak about these topics, I want to mention the winner from last time's last contest. And I remember her name, but I cannot remember her last name. But the winner of it was Betsy. And if I see her this evening, I will inform her again. But the winner was Betsy, and I will get that out on Friday. And it's just a small bottle. And thank you for participating in that contest, and I appreciate you. Again, we will be having another contest this evening, which if you like and share, and also like this video, as well as also share this video on your timeline, then you get entered into a contest to win a item. And the item that you will win this evening is a 15-minute reading with me. All right, so any folks that share and like and comment on this post, you will receive free 15 minutes with me, with I. Okay, so so I wanted to go over the energy of the new moon, and with the energy of the new moon, there are wonderful energies of self-nurturing, self-care, basically, because it's in the energy of Taurus. So when it's in the energy of Taurus, it's all about working at your foundation, working at what you call your basically your plateau of or your ground of your garden. Okay, and basically with this, there are this is a good time to start making goals for new beginnings. We are going into the dark moon phase, or the new moon phase, basically, where a lot of folks are getting together their goals, getting together new goals, or getting together goals that have been going on for a long time. Also, this is a wonderful time for a vigorous burst of energy and initiative into starting something or beginning something new. So understand that that's in the works as well. So any of your projects that you have been getting ready to start with, this would be a good time to start. Okay. Also, another time, this is a good time to search for new and inventive ways to make progress, and this would be make progress on Hello, C. Hello, how are you? Please, if you would like to ask a question, you are more than welcome to call in at 323-870-3791. And back to what I was saying about the new moon, but this is a good time to search for new inventive ways to progress on your spirituality. And what I've been finding is that our creativity has been spiked, okay? And with our creativity being spiked, we are coming into new ways of learning, as well as new ways of making sense of the path that we are walking. Okay, and I'm finding out that in my path or in my journey, excuse me, one of the good ways of bringing out my best and bringing out my understanding of progression and progressing on this ascension path is through art or through a creative thought form or a creative way of thinking. Okay, so think of new ways of progressing um, through this path. Okay, so but understand that however, this is a wonderful time for new beginnings, whether it is you beginning something new that you've never done before. This is perfect for that. Okay, so this also creates a wonderful opportunities for love and money. Um, but this not on, it's not going to happen like folks are going to approach you with more love, more money. But it feels to me like this is going to create opportunities for thoughts and understandings of how you can take the initiative to have more love, romance, and money in your life. Okay, so that is with May 15th of 2018, new moon at 7:47 a.m. At 24 degrees Taurus. Okay, and that write-up will be sent through email and through also my blog, which you can all sign up for my blog at www.bryanrawls.com. That is BRYANRAWLS.com, and you will receive notifications of all posts that I post up there if you follow my blog. And now we will be taking questions during this show this evening. But first off, I want to also mention that we are getting ready to go into what is called the Pleiadian lineup. Okay. Now, the Pleiadian lineup, for those that do not understand, let me drink a sip of tea. Give me just a sec. For those of you that do not know exactly what the Pleiadian lineup is. Okay, so the Pleiadian lineup happens twice a year, okay? It happens once in May and then once in November, okay? And it usually happens around the 15th through the 22nd of each month, okay? Of each month, which is May and November, okay? So basically with that is when the Pleiades the Pleiadian energies come back and check on their experiments, their star seeds, their like-minded individuals, or I guess you would say like-blooded individuals, because Pleiadians have been on this earth for quite some time, since World War II. So do understand that that this is not new people. This is old news. This is just news that has been covered up. Okay, so the Pleiadian lineup is on May 15th. And with it being on May 15th, you need to understand that this would be a good time to set out some water. This would be a good time to set out your crystals. This would be also a good time to receive a reading. This will also be a good time to receive a healing. Okay? And I will be also running a special next week in light of the Pleiadian lineup, and we'll be also offering the new moon transmission as well as also the Pleiadian lineup transmission, which will be saturated and fully sequenced with the Pleiadian energies. Okay, so. And that is what the Pleiadian lineup is. But it is when the seven sisters or the seven stars within the Pleiades star cluster is closest to Earth. Okay, and actually it's quite wonderful because my birthday is 2 days before it, which is on May 13th. And yes, I will share my birthday this year with my mother, because it is Mother's Day as well on May 13th. And then obviously it is my husband's birthday on May 15th. And he does hold Pleiadian bloodlines as well as I do. I have what is called a Pleiadian ego and a Syrian Syrian intuitive or intuitive side. And that's just a little bit of information about me. And if folks are wondering whether or not they have understandings or energies of Pleiades within them, folks will need to check out their birth chart and see exactly where their sun may be, where their moon may be, or where their ascendant sign may be. And it would be either in the galactic degree of 26, 27, or 28 degrees within those galactic degrees in those houses. Okay, or excuse me, within those within one of those particular placements. That would be the sun sign, moon sign, or ascendant sign. Okay, and then so if you would like to find out whether or not you have Pleiadian bloodlines, you can check out my website or check out a astrologer and find out further whether or not you have these Pleiadian bloodlines. So also again for tonight's big topic. Tonight's big topic is about the 12 types of spiritual workers and light workers. And what did they do? They give me a big ring in my ear saying that they're ready, and it's normally meaning that they are ready to basically step into action and make skeptics into believers. Okay, and also allow for more of the awakened parts of humanity to remember. Okay, so before I go any further, we are going to go to the phone lines, and we are going to pick up the first phone caller, and then we'll go directly back into the 12 types of spiritual workers, and then we'll kind of work like that in between phone callers. Okay, so our first phone caller is the lovely Destiny at 231. Destiny, how are you?
Hey, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this show. I am so excited.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I remember in the past, you had mentioned to me that I was an earth stewardess.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now, I'm not really sure what that is. And there's really nothing, like online. If you Google it, you get a couple of things, but not anything that is clear.
Okay, so what you need to understand about an earth stewardess is that you are basically like a midwife for Earth. You are one of Earth's ambassadors. Okay, you basically heal and receive guidance from Mother Earth to speak to her peoples, humanity, and her animals and her plant kingdom, which means that you have the gifts of being able to speak with animals, plants, and humans on an intellectual and intuitive nature. Okay?
Nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yes.
All right, and I would, Destiny, I would also recommend that the energies of the Pleiadian lineup, you need to be very noticeable about this energy of the Pleiadian lineup, because there's codes there that you will receive that are going to make loads of understanding start to flood in. It's almost going to be like an influx of energy. And as it influxes with your energy, you're going to see this kind of almost similarly brighten up. Okay? It's going to be like, it's going to be kind of like lighting up a Christmas tree, so to speak. It's where, it's almost like where you're,
May 15th?
What is that?
May 15th. May 15th through the 22nd, you said?
Yes, May 15th through the 22nd.
Okay. All right. So be open for that. Be open and ready for that.
Yes, and I would most definitely put your crystals and some water out, and just make sure that you have you some available time to just kind of sit and receive what it is that you're going to receive. Because a lot of people will receive this information in frequency and tones and symbols and downloads. Well, all of them are downloads, but it's going to vary on how you receive it.
Nice. No, thank you. That's beautiful. I feel that, though. I feel something definitely going on in my pineal gland and in my head. There's so much going on in my head right now.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of overwhelming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And a lot of people have to adjust to this frequency, and as they adjust with this frequency, it allows for the energy to kind of saturate the certain neural pathways that are needed, saturated by this high potency frequency that is available this month. One product that I would recommend for you, Destiny, is, let me go grab it so I can give you the correct type. All right, it's by Harmonic Enterprises, and it's called Ethereum Gold, and it's called Focused Brain. Okay, and this shit's good.
Focused Brain. Focused Brain, it's called?
Yes.
Okay, and it's Ethereum Gold?
Yes, what it is monatomic minerals, okay? Monatomic minerals allow for the body to process information and also feed the brain stem. The brain stem is how we channel and how we receive information. So the main things that we really absolutely have to have within inside our body is the amino acids, the vitamins and minerals, and a proper amount of sunlight, and also a proper amount of sleep. And this is like brain food, people. Get it, get it, get it.
I will check that out.
Yes.
Thank you, my dear. I would love to talk with you all day, but I don't want to be greedy, so I'm going to let you move on because there's so much in this show tonight. There's a lot going on. So.
All right. So thank you so much,
you.
Destiny.
Blessings.
Blessings to you as well, sweetie. Okay. So we're going to go back to the 12 types of spiritual workers or light workers. And yes, I'm going to use the fluffy buddy term as of a light worker. And if anybody is watching this and they don't like the term light worker, get over it. All right. Anyways, so the light workers, or the 12 types of light workers, is number 1 is the grid workers and the gatekeepers. All right, so the grid workers, these light workers deal with the grids on Mother Earth. They create the human grid that connects the hearts of all awakened humans. Okay, they are actually doorways on the earth that connect sacred sites through ley lines and act as portals that allow light to come to this world through these particular sources or these particular locations. Okay, and the crystalline grid around Mother Earth is what this grid is talking about. Excuse me. And the grid workers, they work with portals, they work with stargates, and these are beings that basically hold a purpose in humanity to work with the crystalline structure of Mother Earth. The crystalline structure around Mother Earth has an understanding of basically coming into being aware of energies of locations, okay, like Uluru, Australia, or Stonehenge, or the Giza pyramids. Those would be like grid workers or gatekeepers. Okay. Second, the second one. Thank you, C, and I look forward to speaking with you as well. And the second type of light worker is the light keepers, or what I like to call the light bearers. And these are, their core mission is basically to embody light, to bring light into their crown chakra, which is this chakra right here. They bring light into being. They are embodied light. Okay. Now, the third type of light worker is the transmuters. Okay, the transmuters basically neutralize any negativity or darkness, and this is including, like, say for instance, demons and dark energies that, like, say for instance, inhabit in a haunted house or whatnot. Okay, and then the fourth type of light worker is the healers. Okay, and the healers help practically everything: humanity, the earth, animals, souls, plants, berries, you name it, we help them. Okay, and then we have the fifth type of light worker, and which is the seers. These light workers have opened the third eye, or the psychic sight, making them to be able to see interdimensionally and intergalactically. Okay. Now, with the seers, a lot of seers, they hold they hold this within their family heritage. And then a lot of seers, they are self-trained. And then a lot of seers, they basically woke up one morning and had this. And then some seers, they they basically know how to do it after getting in an accident or possibly having a NDE. So the seers, there are millions of seers on Earth. Okay, so let's go directly to the phone lines again, and then we will continue our topic of the 12 types of spiritual workers, and we are on the seers, or after the seers. All right, so we are going to go to 805. Oh, and yes, Stephanie, I would prefer you to call in, but if you can't call in, you are more than welcome to post your question on the live feed. And hello, 805. First name and question, please.
Hi, this is Donna. How are you?
Hey, Donna.
I want to know about my love life. I'd like to meet a companion, get married one day. I'm 64, and yeah, are you feeling this for me or seeing this for me?
Okay, so take some deep breaths in. Okay, so I'm seeing something steady going to begin to transpire here in about, I would say, anywhere from 2 to 4 months. And it seems as if this energy basically begins out as friends. It begins out very slowly, all right? And then as the slowness kind of starts to wear off, then it starts to start picking up. I don't see any real movement in the relationship department until probably around the beginning of next year, because they say after once a 2-year mark comes in, then you will be that means that you will be madly in love. They show you being in love and happy and basically content in a 2-year time frame.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wow. Oh, good. I know in September I'm going up to the Redwoods in California at the Buddhist medicine temple. I got a scholarship and I'm going to stay for a week. And yeah, so everybody's 55 and up. So maybe I'll meet somebody there. I wonder if you're thinking.
Wonderful. Yeah, most definitely. Don't limit yourself. If anything, limitation is one thing that that is a lot of people's problem, is that they get in their own way. So make sure that you stay out of your way and allow for things to kind of step forward on the love and romance and relationship sector of your life, because you're definitely going to be surprised once this 2-year outcome is. And they show me, okay, so they show me in the summertime of 2020.
Oh, that's when it'll be more solid, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, wonderful. So, do they see a marriage though? If we're going to be that much for love, we'll probably get married, right?
Okay, so if you would like to continue this reading, sweetie, you can definitely purchase a reading with me, and if you share and like this this post, you can get in to win a free 15 minutes with me if you share this post. So if you would like to, what is that?
Oh, how do you share the post?
Well, if you are watching on Facebook, just share the video feed, and then your name will be entered.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I've never seen people on Facebook before. Do I just click Bryan?
Yeah, you just look up Bryan Rawls, or you look up Goldylocks Productions.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
All right.
Thank you very much.
And if you would like to purchase a reading, you can go directly to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. And thank you for calling, Donna.
Thank you, Bryan. You have a nice evening now.
You too, sweetie. Bye-bye. Okay, so back to our topic about the 12 types of spiritual workers or light workers. What type of light worker that you are? Okay, so Stephanie, yes, I will answer your question in just a moment, but let me process through. And so the sixth type of light worker is the blueprint archetype or architects. Okay, and some folks have different names for these 12 types of light workers. I have the names that I was given, and also the explanations of what I was given. So different people will receive different different information on what exactly each of them are for. Okay, so the blueprint architects, basically everyone has a divine blueprint. Okay. This is when the template or the fully awakened self or the fully awakened body is basically awake, and you are able to see other people's blueprint, and you're able to understand other people's divine purpose, and actually see this within your mind's eye and within understanding the ways forward on this path. Okay, the blueprint architect is a cosmic architecture where it is cosmically understanding your life themes and your divine purposes. Okay, the next type of light worker is what I call the dream weaver. Okay, the dream weaver basically serve with their gift by dreaming. Okay, and this could be interdimensional travel, going into dream states, helping people to recall their dreams, helping people to interpret their dreams. The dream weavers, when I think of dream weavers, these are women or men that are sewing up big, I guess you would say big dream catchers, because what happens with the dream catcher is the bad dreams get caught in the net, and then basically the good dreams, they trickle down the feathers, or trickle down the line and down the feathers, and then fall into your well of dreams at the back of the head. So that's really neat about the dream catchers, and I bet you didn't know that. So the next type of light worker are the messengers. Okay, so they receive their message, the angels, ascended masters, source, saints, you name it. this is where starseed beings, energies of that nature, they the whole energy around the whole energy around stepping forward as a messenger, especially as a starseed messenger, because when folks step forward as starseed messengers, they give messages whether they're compensated for it or not. I find myself giving messages without even being compensated, or without even being said thank you for that message, or how do I work with this message. I'm basically sent to a person, give a message, and then basically be done with it. And with that, that's the role of the messenger. And then we have the next type of light worker, which is the manifestors. These are the supreme manifestors. Okay, these are the manifestors that are able to manifest themselves things out of thin air. And these are what I like to call Ropanian gods. Okay, these are the Atlantean gods that that basically walked Atlantis, and their arc, the Ropanians, they're above what you think would be would be Atlantean priestess or Atlantean priests. Okay, they are the shamans of Atlantis. Okay, the Ropanian gods, they manifested things very quickly, and they could fly through the air. Think kind of almost like interdimensional travel. Okay, the next type of light worker or spiritual worker is that of the ascension, the ascensionist, or the ascension guide, which is basically here to serve in raising folks' spiritual vibration for them to ascend into higher realms. Also to ascend into greater levels of light. So these understandings of the ascensionists, these are wonderful. These are wonderful people that allow for each and every person that they meet to they raise their spiritual vibration, so that when it is their time to spiritually evolve or to raise in consciousness, that they're ready. So the next type of spiritual worker or light worker we have is what you call the way showers. Okay, and what I mean by way showers is that they basically talk their talk and walk their walk. Okay, they know their shit. Okay, a lot of folks are way showers, but the whole thing about the way showers is that they have their own unique way of showing the way, because, and also the overall belief that that always lead to one main destination, and that is ascension, or higher self-awareness. Okay, and understanding the unified field of oneness and consciousness. Okay, the way showers, they keep their highest interest for all beings, and understand that they can awaken these beings just by a click of a finger. And with that, knowledge. They carry very ancient wisdom, which in turn at times means they walk a very dangerous life, because with wisdom actually comes danger as well, because a lot of folks that are knowledgeable or are awake, they need high protection, because a lot of those folks, they're being watched, they're being monitored, and I'm not saying this to scare y'all either. I'm saying this to warn you and to allow for you to understand that that these 12 types of spiritual workers and light workers, we're here for these exact same reasons. So shit, or get off the pot and stop dicking around and kind of get serious with this shit. I mean, it's only, I mean, I say we have a lot of time, but we're running out of time. We need to step it up a notch and be like, hello, we're finally here. I mean, it's 2018, people. Come on. Get up and stay focused. Start working with action, and remember that every cause has an effect, or every action has a consequence. All right, so be careful what you do. Protect yourself, center yourself, and make sure that you connect to spirit at least once a damn day. Stop being lazy. Okay, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to connect into spirit. We are sentient beings, and with us being sentient beings, we need to basically step it up a notch and be like, hey, we have the power, and we are only limited to the limitations that we put on ourselves. All right, so remember that. I don't limit you. Your mama don't limit you. Your dad don't limit you. Your sister don't limit you. You limit yourself. Okay? So stop limiting yourself, because you are your own worst critic. And believe me, if you don't believe in yourself, you can't believe in another person. And really, you really ain't going to step it up a notch if you don't believe in yourself. So stand up and start believing in you. So and the very last type of or light worker is the unifiers. Okay, the unifiers, basically, these light workers, or these people, see how everything is connected. Okay, they see the intrinistic web of life. Okay, they think of the unifiers as grandmother spider. Okay, she has a web, and think of the web of gold. All right, because gold is a high vibrating frequency. The web is our cosmic consciousness. Our cosmic consciousness for us to latch on hold of, and for us to gain wisdom off of. Not necessarily gain wisdom off of the collective consciousness, because who the hell wants to receive energy from the collective consciousness? All it is a bunch of aggravating, nagging crap. All right. What we need to do is we need to clear, and we need to heal the collective. So we need to pull from the consciousness web, or the cosmic web, or the cosmic universe, or however you see it. Okay, I don't care if you see it as a net, or a web, or Jenga blocks. You see it's the way that you see it. Okay? So, another thing that the unifiers are good at perceiving the essence behind different opinions. So they see everybody's points of view. Okay? And they're not just one-sided and see one point of view. They see all points of views and all outcomes. Okay? So I'm going to recap the 12 types of spirit, and the 12 types of spiritual workers and light workers are the grid worker or gatekeeper, the light keeper, the transmuters, the healers, the seers, the blueprint architects, the dream weavers, the messengers, the manifestors, the ascensionists, the way showers, and the unifiers. Okay? And just as those are 12 types of spiritual workers, there are 12 chakras in the body. There are 12 strands within the DNA. There are many different energies that couple the energy of 12. Okay, like the 12 crystal skulls. So understand. All right, so Stephanie, let's see here. You are Stephanie Bridgman. Let's see, so Stephanie Bridgman, what are you? Okay, so you are a ascensionist. Okay, you are a ascensionist, Stephanie. Okay. And anybody else that would like to find out what spiritual worker or light worker that they are, yes, you can be more. You can be actually up to 3 of these types, which they call it a hybrid, or they call it, I guess you would call it a hybrid light worker, and you can have up to 3 of them. And if anybody would like to find out more information about their particular type of light worker, and also receive a session about working more within that light worker context. Let's see here. See what type of light worker is C. Okay, Z, you are a messenger. You are a messenger, and okay, so they're showing me that you are actually 2 of these, and you are a messenger and a healer. All right, so I would think that your hands heat up. So if you would like to learn more about working with these in this context, you're more than welcome to contact me at www.amagicaljourney.com. That is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. You can also go to my blog at www.bryanrawls.com. Also, the week of the 15th, I will have a special going on for a I will have special prices for minutes on the week of the 15th through, let me see, I think it is, let me see, the 15th or the 14th through the 18th, I will have a special, and the special is for 30 minutes, it will be $50. For 45 minutes, it will be $75, and for an hour, it will be $100. All right, and it will only be good from the 14th through the 18th. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So in between the 14th and the 18th, you can purchase those minutes at that price. And that doesn't mean that you will exactly receive your reading during that time. You will be able to receive that special pricing. You will be scheduled as soon as possible once you purchase those minutes. But that again, that is for 30 minutes, $50. For 45 minutes, it is $75. For an hour, it is $100. All right, and now let me see if we have any others on the phone line, and it doesn't appear that we have any other phone callers. Hello, Jean, how are you? I feel you here with me as well. All right, so I do not have any other phone callers, but I want to, all right, so I do have one phone caller, and we are going to have to move quick. Code 347, area code 347. Area code 347. 347 going once. 347 going twice. 347 going 3 times, and I'll come back to you in about a minute. All right, so anybody that shares and likes this post, they will be entered into a contest to receive a free 15-minute reading with me. The winner will be announced next Wednesday, which will be the 16th of May. And you will receive 15 minutes free with me. Okay. Now, I want to give everyone my information for possible working with me, as in like for receiving a reading, receiving a specialty reading, also checking out some of my products, as well as also looking at some of my healing sessions. My website is www.amagicaljourney.com. That is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. You can also go to my blog at BryanRawls.com. That is BryanRawls.com. You can also give my office a call at area code 586-659-9620. And do know that I am in Eastern Standard Time Zone. So please respect that time zone and understand that you are able to call in between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you so very much. That I appreciate everything that all the callers and all the folks that shared and participated in this evening's phone call. Again, my new moon email and also Pleiadian lineup transmission email will be sent out either late tonight or early tomorrow morning. And please stay tuned for that. And you will receive your MP3 for both on May 15th. So if any of you all would like to participate in that, please go to my blog and follow my blog to receive instant updates. Also find me on Facebook at Bryan Rawls-Dolzer. You can also go to my Facebook page at A Magical Journey. And please like, share, and follow my page. And thank you so very much for watching this evening. I would like to thank all of the phone callers. I would like to also thank Goldylocks Productions for producing the Magical Journey show. I would like to thank Tiffany White Sage Woman for running the beautiful switchboard. You do a fabulous job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, I would like to thank Ariana here, everyone, for tuning in this evening. Much love to the Angel Wings guy, and namaste.